how's it going? We didn't bother to research this, and we had this question, are yams sweet potatoes? But this thing says both.
It does.
Bruce's yams, sweet potatoes and syrup.
Yep.
I don't know if they're the same. We should look that up.
So the recipe we're making today, if you have our book, please buy our book. It's called Going Bananas. It's called I Yam What I Banana.
I am what I am. Banana.
I Yam What I Banana. But it's a sweet potato banana bread. And I'm really looking forward to it for a couple reasons. Like one, we get to hype ourselves up a little bit. So in addition to the baking that we're doing with Going Bananas, we have another series that you can see online.
Yeah.
It's called Microfilm Series.
Yeah.
And this maple syrup that we're using in today's recipe is from Reed Anderson. And you can see that 1 minute episode it's episode 1 of season 4.
Yeah.
And he made this for the show.
Yeah. So if we
thanks,
focus on lots of people doing interesting things.
Just not ourselves.
Yeah. We made a whole show about ourselves. But like, if you also unrelated, if you want to reach out to us and you think you want to be on our microfilm series,
yeah,
we got you. Do something cool. If you do something cool or interesting or just
like make maple syrup,
really dumb even, I don't care.
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
If you decide to make a banana bread book without really having much kitchen baking experience,
yeah, we should really do a micro series on ourselves.
Yeah. So, all right.
I'm excited though. I can't wait to taste it because it looks so good in the video.
Yeah. It was a fun video to make. Hopefully it's as fun to eat in our recipe as we expect it to be. So we've done a lot of, other than not researching the difference between a yam and a sweet potato, we've done a lot of research on this one. The recipe is 2 bananas, 1 cup of sweet potato pure. It's drained and mashed.
Drained and mashed. You could also bake some sweet potatoes.
Yeah, if you want it.
If you wanted to, yeah.
If you wanted to. We've got some other potato ones too that we use flakes or pre-mixed stuff for mashed potatoes, but you can do your own thing. If you want to go buy potatoes or pull them out of the ground, make them how you want to make them. Yeah. It all kind of ends up the same as long as you follow the recipe. So then we have a 1/4 cup maple syrup. We have 1/2 cup of almond flour plus a cup of flour.
Yep.
We have half a teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon plus 1 teaspoon nutmeg, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 1/4 teaspoon of milk. That's not right. 1/4 cup of milk, 2 eggs. Do we want to cut some banana slices, like leave them out and leave them on top?
No, we're doing marshmallows on top of
this. That's right.
Yep.
So we're not doing slices on top. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and then we're using 1/4 cup of butter.
Do we have oil too?
No oil. And then we're using a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then we're taking 1/2 cup of roasted pecans to mix in and sprinkle on top. If you want to use if you want to caramelize your pecans for yours, that's fine.
Yeah, so pecans are going in the roaster. That's a pan in this case.
So we have a 1/4 cup sour cream and a 1/4 cup butter, 1/4 cup sugar, 1/4 cup brown sugar, and a 1/2 cup of roasted pecans. I Am What I Banana.
And you can caramelize your pecans if you want. We've done both, and we've done some caramelized nuts and some that are just regular, and they've all been great.
Yes, they have turned out well.
So you need just
half
a stick. 1 cup of flour. Let's get going.
And then a 1/2 cup of almond flour.
Almond flour.
No, as well.
Oh, the other root vegetable we talked about doing. Ube.
That's right.
So we need to do that.
We should do that.
So that one needs to go in our list. I think it's in our big list.
It is in our big list.
So I don't think we'll forget it, but that would be a good one. And taro, maybe?
Taro would be good.
So
I think we have turmeric in one, but like as a season almost.
We could do a turmeric one. I mean, people love turmeric. And it would just be a nice yellow bread.
Yeah.
There's no limit to banana breads.
As we have found, when we started this, we were worried that we would not be able to get to 100.
And now we're worried how we're going to not go over 100.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to stop.
But I don't think it matters. If we go over, then
we go over.
We go over. And if we go under,
then we have to keep trying.
Then we will disappoint a lot of people. A lot of people.
And our parents.
And our parents. But if you don't try, you can't disappoint people.
That's true.
Well, that's not true. There's two ways to disappoint people. Not trying and also trying. So you really can't win, honestly.
No, you can't win. You can't decide to do 100 recipes of everything all the time.
You can't. One of my friends just texted me the other day and said he finally got through my case of tomatoes that I left on his doorstep. Giant, like the cans, like the big restaurants cans. I don't know what that is, like a half gallon of tomatoes or something.
Jeez.
Because before this, I made probably 100 different pizza recipes, and I was just like, I need lots of tomatoes. So I just kept going and going and going. And then I decided to move, so I just left them all on his doorstep. And he finally got through them 2 years later.
You didn't make all the pizzas for him.
I didn't. I made him one or two, I think. I should send him some. But we have to make a gluten-free one.
Okay. Out of all the recipes we've done, what do you think the biggest surprise is on what we didn't expect to have happen?
I think the one where we added quadruple the buttermilk, that still turned out.
Yeah.
And how that one turned out and none of the other ones that have been liquidy have.
Mm-hmm.
And then also that the amount of baking powder soda seems to have little to no effect on the entire texture of the bread.
Yeah, not at all.
If it's too wet of a bread, I think regardless, like you could put an entire can of baking powder in there and I don't think it's going to matter.
I mean, it would taste like aluminum.
It would taste like aluminum.
But other than that, you're absolutely right.
Texture is what matters the most. I had a third one. What was it?
The
third one was that the fruit, like full chunks of fruit, is not great.
No.
And I thought it would all be good.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them really were very good. Except maybe blueberry and...
The self-contained ones.
Blueberry, pomegranate.
Cranberry, raisin.
Cranberry, raisin, dried fruit.
The mango turned out.
Mango turned out because we mashed it. The blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. It would probably be better just to mix in an absolute just preserve or anything to not have the chunks, because all it does is leave a nice wet spot in the bread and it doesn't taste like anything. It's like the bread sucks the flavor out of the fruit or something. I don't know. So 10 minutes on this left. Now the banana. Now the thing that goes in banana bread.
I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
That's a common thing that happens.
Well, I mean, that's why I write them down and then ignore my own writing. Okay. Find that stem. You think this is chopped enough, or? I feel like there's a lot going on here.
You want to do all of it, or?
Go ahead and do all of it, no.
See how it goes? I will chop some of these nuts up. Interesting, that guy that gave me the gluten-free recipe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I can't talk sometimes. I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything that's been going on.
I'm sure not.
He was like, people that put chocolate in banana bread have a special place in hell. And I was like, really? I've never heard that one before. Like, I've heard it for nuts, actually. Yeah. But then he likes the nuts in there. I was just kind of surprised.
I'd rather have chocolate.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like the opposite. But maybe he's just a contrarian.
Maybe he doesn't like chocolate.
Maybe he doesn't like chocolate. Maybe he's allergic to chocolate. Maybe he hates happiness.
As much as he hates gluten.
Hates feeling joy.
So are we thinking about more flour in this?
We had thought about it. Yep. Thought about putting another half cup in.
Let's put another half cup in.
Yeah, that looks pretty runny, doesn't it?
Yep. Because we have... Yeah. So we could end up with 2 cups. Getting real good at that. Like flipping a pancake.
I know, almost. I've never actually tried flipping food in a pan, but I feel like I could almost get there.
I feel like we should try it with banana bread.
I think it's probably a good idea. All right, show me that block. Show me that block.
Show me that blob.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
In the pan?
Yeah, I think so. All right, I'll test this when we, after we pour this one.
Taste test. Is that what you're talking about?
Taste test it. Oh, nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Fold. Fold in.
Fold. We got the big blind coming. I fold.
I fold. Well, at least we remember at some point. That was the right point, at least.
It was the right... You caught me in the nick of time. Here I was thinking, you know what? I'm just going to do my thing and let Nathan do his thing. You come back over and remind me I have not done my thing right. So, some people say practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Practice just means I make more mistakes.
Practice makes
more dishes.
Makes more dishes. That's definitely true.
I'm going to have shirts that say that.
Practice makes dishes. We definitely need to do an ASMR one. Plop.
Should get a bunch of mics.
Plop.
Plop factor.
Are we doing plop or splat?
Both.
Both, depending on our mood.
Mm-hmm. You decide which one's which.
Should we sprinkle some of these on top?
I think that's a great idea.
I mean, even if we're going to cover it with marshmallows, who cares?
Right.
It'll look nice coming out. So if you aren't adding the marshmallows, you can sprinkle some these on, or you can just do both because you like it.
You like it. Some like it hot, others like it covered with pecans and marshmallows.
There you go. Into the heater.
You want to do marshmallow on this one?
Ooh, should we?
Let's try it. Come check this. All right, so what we wanted to try here was a couple dollops of whipped cream. Yeah.
Like that?
Yep,
yeah?
Perfect.
Is that a good spot for
Yep.
it? When we're like right here?
Yep. Perfect.
Marshmallows.
Not whipped cream, a couple dollops. Yes, a couple dollops of marshmallows. Thank you, because I'm not totally insane. All right, we'll take a couple quick picks.
Do you want me to flame them?
Let's flame them.
Oh, wow. Good enough?
Yep.
Sweet potato marshmallow banana bread.
Yeah.
Banana, no.
I am what I banana.
I am what I am.
With a marshmallow torch.
I am what I banana.
I am what I banana.
I am what I banana.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with it. I think you do the onions on this one. I am what I banana.
I am what I banana. Let's make a...
Look at that nice marshmallow. This is a recipe you developed, right?
Yes.
It's got maple sugar. Got a little settling, but it's real nice looking.
It is. It's pretty.
Did this have nuts in it? Yes,
Yeah.
it did. Yeah. That's a good looking bread.
It is a good looking bread. We made a good looking loaf. Well, Should we do the honors?
Yeah. Which side should we go for?
I feel like I want more marshmallow. Come on over.
Do the thick marsh slice, huh? Oh, that looks like a great choice. This one's still hot.
It is. Come over this way. There we go. All right. We'll do the
right down the marshmallowy center.
Straight down the pipe.
I would love to figure out a way to get marshmallow to be on there without it. Maybe if you put it on in the oven even under the last, like a big layer in the last like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Like we do with the glaze.
Yeah.
That could work. Well, this is more of like it's a feast bread.
Yeah. It's definitely got the moisture.
Cheers. The pecans are there.
Mm-hmm.
And the bananas there.
This was the sweet potato?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. The marshmallow.
Marshmallow is definitely there.
That's a good tasting loaf. It's just a little moist. A little too moist.
So I think when we baked it, we did a cup of the sweet potato. I'd cut that in half.
Yep. It's actually really, really good. That's a really good tasting loaf. I think even without the marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my favorite loaves have had the nuts in them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never thought I would like it. I didn't like it when I was a kid.
Same.
But
I think even something taking a step further, these are roasted pecans. Like you can candy them.
Yeah.
And that fit in well.
Walnuts.
Cut the yam or the sweet potato in half.
Yep.
And I think the rest of it is good.
Yeah.
So the recipe that we provide you will say half cup.
Mm-hmm.
But this was fun. Yeah, it's a good bake.
Tasty.
That's it. There's a lot of flavors in there. Nothing's overpowering.
The marshmallow is a nice. You don't have to do it, but
yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah,
it's a fun way to finish out this loaf.
Mm-hmm.
So, have fun with this one. Thanks for watching. We enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Let's do some dishes.